Okay, we should have sound here. Let me do a quick check here and make sure there's sound. Looks like my mic's coming through. Let me check the music.
If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to play, people sat there drunk. No one catch the first train back to where I live.
All right. I've got volume there. Okay, so same mix I was live streaming the other day here. We're going to come back and try and finish this up here. I've got a reference track imported in. This is usually how I do my my final mix tweaks here, is with a reference track. That way, if I'm going back and forth between a couple mixes, I can always kind of get everything sounding consistent, and any tweaks, anything that needs to be changed here, because I know how this reference track sounds. I know how it sounds across different systems. So getting my mix to translate becomes very, very easy by comparing it to this reference track here. So I'm going to find a good spot to set a loop here, and we're going to compare against this reference track here. Just the lead vocal first, and then we'll probably switch to the ending section and make sure all of the vocals sound okay together.
If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to play, people sat there drunk. No one catch.
Right there looks pretty good. So if we set our loop here, we should be okay. So the mix is in a decent place from last time. I don't think I'll need this guy, so I might end up nuking that, but in fact I am going to nuke that. I'm going to turn on my EQ here, and we're going to start with the bottom end. So this is the EQ trick I use for referencing. I'm going to start with everything below 50 hertz here, and then we'll slowly move up. So I like to compare small frequency ranges here, and I'm going to boost this up quite a bit. So if you have subs on, be aware the low end's about to get really, really loud here. I'm going to flip into mono as well. This guy's a little loud. Check the kick drum here. A little bit too much lows on the kick drum here, so I'm going to pull the high pass filter in. See if we can tighten that up a little bit. It's better. I'm going to go one more notch back on the bass. Still a little bit loud there. Okay, that feels good. I'm going to move up now So this is 50 to 100 hertz now. That sounds really, really good there. So sometimes my ears are right on where I want to be, and sometimes they're not. You can hear the super, super lows were a little bit sketchy there. Had to pull the bass down quite a bit, but above that, 50 to 100 felt really, really good. Now I used to go up piece by piece and then do 100 to like 250, but lately I've been jumping up and doing the top end and then working back down. So getting the low end right and then jumping up and checking the super, super highs. So this is 8K and above. I'm going to flip back down to 0 here on the mains now. I checked the low end quite a bit higher just to make sure everything's sitting okay at a louder range here. Going to hit play, check our super, super highs here. And I'm going to pull out the backgrounds. I'm going to pull the lead vocal down just a touch. Okay, that sounds okay. Kick drum, I'm going to check. I'm going to pull some of the top end back on the snare. And I'm actually just going to pull the snare back a half dB overall. That feels better. I'm going to put maybe... Actually, on the bus, I'm going to check it. There's a little bit too much top end, I think, on the electric guitars. So we're going to roll some of that off. Okay, we're going to move down. 5K to 10K here. Too much energy here on the kick drum, I think. A little bit higher. Vocals a little much there. That's better. Gonna pull the guitars down to touch both of them. Better, better. We're gonna move down. 2K to 5K here. So we need a little bit more of this 2K, this range here on the snare drum. Because there's a lot of it on the kick drum at the moment. And I feel like I don't need that top end boost, so I'm going to go back up here for the moment, and we're going to check the higher range one more time. No, that sounds okay. So I'm going to pull a little bit out. Better. The instruments probably need a little bit more of this range here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bump these two guys back up. Ooh, not like that, though. Bump them back up. And then maybe just leave the top end a little bit brighter or pull any top end boosts down. So roll this guy up a little bit further. And then maybe pull this guy down a touch. Cool. All right, we're going to go down further. So we're going to go, you can see I'm kind of working in octaves here. We're going to go 1K to 2K now. So we've done 8K and above, then we did 5K to 10K. That's an octave. So doubling or halving a frequency, that's your octave. 2K to 5K is about an octave. And then 1K to 2K is an octave here. So we're going to check this guy here and see how we're sounding in this range. Could use a little bit more of this frequency range on the vocal. Better. There's like way too much of this on the kick drum. Added a little bit more of that mid-range energy on the snare at that 1 to 2K range, and I pulled a ton of it out, like 4 dB out on the kick drum. There was so much of that 1K energy. Very, very strange. Let's go wide and check everything else. I'm going to add more of this. And maybe some more mid-range on these guys. So we'll go a half dB bump there, and maybe on that too. Sounds good. Let's keep moving down. So 500 to 1K now. Yet again, another octave. So some of these are octaves, some of them are just a little bit under an octave. I kind of just go on the lines here, so they're almost octaves.
If I only
Better, better. So a little bit more of this energy on the vocal. You can see there's a lot going on there. Snare sounds good. So I'm going to go overall on the acoustics here and add, because I don't think there's a boost for me to grab on the individuals. No, it's this range right here between 500 and 1K that I want to pull up. I'm going to do it overall on the acoustics here. It's kind of lacking there, you can see. Better, better. Just a dB boost. Okay, moving down. So this is a little over an octave, 200 to 500 hertz. It'd be 250 to 500 would be doubling. Let's see what we're doing here. This is our low mids. Back to mono. Maybe a little bit more on the vocal. Add some of it back. Drums sound good. Sounding good. I'm going to move down. So we're going to do 100 to 250. And now we're right where we began. So we need more of this on the vocal. Better. Snare's a little fat. Better. I'm going to leave the snare a little fatter, I think. Yeah. I like that extra bit of weight on the snare. So we're going to open up now. This would be like using an old, what are they called? Oratone speaker, where it's just like the mid-range. A mono speaker, so we're gonna stay in mono here and check just 100 hertz to 10K.
If I only had forever long I sung, and every time I had to play, people sat there drunk.
Just went back to check the bass is all.
They're drunk. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to play, people sat there drunk. For every song I sung, and every time if I only had $1 long I sung, and
right, let's do a couple adjustments here on the backgrounds. See how they're sounding.
If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every I'd catch the first train back to where, oh Lord,
Just this section at the end.
oh Lord, stuck in low die, oh Lord, stuck in low die again, oh Lord, stuck in low die again. Oh Lord, stuck in low die again. Oh Lord, stuck in. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every oh Lord.
So I'm going to check just the vocals against the reference here on this ending loop here and make sure everything is sounding okay.
Oh Lord,
And we're going to see how this little passage here is sounding. I'm going to take a listen through the beginning here and see where we're at the moment and check just our lead vocal in the track before we try and balance the background vocals in. Let's see where we're sitting here. And I'll flip back to stereo as well.
Oh yeah, I only been singing this for what, 8 years?
Yeah, just give it a couple more years.
just about a year ago, set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a
Okay, let's hone in on the background vocals here. So I'm going to unmute them. Make sure our reverbs are on. And we're going to check just this area here. Starting from the top end, because there's no super lows going on with the background vocals here. So we're just going to quickly run through and make sure our balance is okay here with the lead vocal and the background vocals going at the same time. So maybe too much highs here on these guys. Better. Much better. Cool. Here's our 5K to 10K. Cool. 2K to 5K. That sounds okay. I feel like that's too much energy, but I'm going to leave it for the moment. Sounds okay. Low mids here. Cool. We don't have much energy there for the background, so let's check 110K. Yeah.
Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again.
That feels nice. All right, I'm going to check this last passage one more time. Actually, I want to see the verb first. It felt like we need more verb at the end, but I'm going to check the intro here and see how our lead vocal sounds by itself.
Just about a year ago,
No, the verb sounds okay there. How about the drums though?
set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. I ran out of time and money.
Touch more verb on the drums, a touch more of the rooms. And I think our track is ready here. Ending fade sounds good. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to switch over to my mains here. So I'm going to pull up my big speakers in the room. Been mixing on the headphones here. And we're going to see how it sounds on the big speakers in the room here. Otherwise, if there's no issues here, this should be it. So we're going to start at the beginning here. And we're going to listen all the way through the track here. And if there's no issues, we're going to call this one done, and we'll be moving on to the next track in this album here. So this is a cover of the Creedence Clearwater Revival song, so the CCR song Lodi. It's by a band called Vintage Wood, and these are older recordings from like 2007. So back at the beginning here, that's why we're leaving some of this funny stuff in. You can like them talking in the studio at the beginning because it's an older like archive recording. So the people who hear it are kind of looking back on the band. So it's nice to hear that kind of stuff and leave that stuff in. If you find that stuff in recordings, sometimes that's the gold that you can leave in for the artist to look back on these things. So all that to say, I'm going to mute my mic here. We're going to listen on the speakers in the room all the way through the track here.
Oh yeah, I only been singing this for what, 8 years?
Yeah, just give it a couple more years.
Just about a year ago, set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. I ran out of time and money. It looks like I stole my friend. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. I rode it on a Greyhound. I'll be walking out if I go. And I was just passing through, must be 7 months ago. Things got bad and things got worse. I guess you know the tune. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. Man from the magazine, he said I was on my way, and somewhere I lost connections. I ran out of songs to play. I came into town a one-night stand. It looks like my plans fell through. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. All right, here we go. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, and every time I had to play, people sat there drunk. You know I'd catch the first train back to where I live. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again. Oh Lord, stuck in a low die again.
That felt really, really good to me, so I'm going to call this one done. We're going to give it a save here without selecting everything for a weird edit. We're going to take off the limiter here. And this should be ready to send to mastering. So that's all I'm going to do here is I'm going to send this, bounce this down to be mastered, and then this will be sent off to the artist for review. But other than that, there shouldn't be any other tweaks unless they have any notes on this. So that should do it for today. I'm going to try and hop on every now and then to do some of the live mixing for this record. But that is all for today. Thanks for hanging with me. Hope you got some insight from watching me tweak this track and do the referencing here with the reference track and the EQ trick.